Welcome everybody to this Mama Heart, and this morning, or actually this afternoon, I wanted to just come out and talk about drastic differences. Yesterday was deep fog. Today was this beautiful sun. One day can change, and the tragedy of yesterday in that deep fog is we lost Kobe Bryant and Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 other beautiful souls. And it was shocking, and yet we are not promised a tomorrow. And are you living your fullest, deepest self? Are you living the passions that you were created to be, how you were wired to be? Are you living in that? Or are you going to be 85 and in regret? On Saturday, I was with a very aged client of mine. She's 84. She just turned 84. She used to have a powerful career in the nursing field, and she did so much in her community. And on Saturday, she was reflecting on a lot of regret, like deep regret. And she made a comment because the dementia is really getting pretty severe. She's still remembering me, but it's pretty severe. And she's taking some medication for it. But she did say, in a moment of clarity, she said, back when I saw old people, and she probably used a word, I used to just go, I'm never going to get that way. I'm never going to get forgetful. I'm never going to do this. And it's an amazing thing when you live in a I'm never going to. But what happens is our brain is wired in a place, and not that she created it, but if you walk through this life just saying, I'm never going to do that, I'm not going to be like my parents, this tragedy is you're probably doing a lot of things like your parents. So the wiring of our brain it's such a place where if you want to really change what's going on, change the story in your head. I was with someone the other day, and her a lot of stuff is going on. There's people going through a lot of trauma. We all have trauma. But instead of focusing on the trauma and redoing that story, we need to rewrite that story. And our brain is such a place that if you watch a scary movie, your brain can't tell the difference 2 weeks from now if that wasn't real or it was just a movie. The brain is not wired that way. So if you've had a lot of trauma, tragedy, you have the power to change the story. And that sounds kind of funny or odd, but I'm going to say it, proof positive. I had a lot of trauma. There was a lot of tragedy in my growing up life. And I started rewriting that story. And how I did it was I envisioned that little baby that was traumatized, and then I would walk in myself, my adult self, to the baby that I was, and pick her up and tell her, I would never do that to you. I want you to know that you're loved, you're being held, you're safe. I started speaking that story and rewriting the story. I started to learn to feel safe in the places that things I was doing. And I'm not going into great detail, but what I'm saying is I hope you get the idea that you can rewrite the story. If you feel like you've got regret going on, then rewrite. If those people are still alive, talk to them, call them, let them know, you know what, my heart is just, I was thinking about things, and I want to reach out and let you know I love you. Kind of, in a way, rewrite that story. Maybe they're feeling longing that they've missed a connection with you. We are created and wired for connection. And are you opting out of just disconnecting, living and wallowing in your trauma, your sorrow, the brokenness? Then at 84, I'm just gonna throw it out there, there's gonna be deep regret. We only have today, we only have right now, we only have this moment. And if you're feeling a pull and a call to call someone, or a draw to recreate a story that keeps, if it has energy, if you, like, say a divorce situation or a death in the family, or and you didn't have a chance to tell them how much you love them, talk to them as though they're here and speak to them, and your mind is going to wire a new neural pathway to heal that area. So it sounds kind of wooey, but it's really not. It's science, and we can rewire our brain, but it's intentional. And you can rewire your 84-year-old self to not live in regret if you choose to every day create connection. And the biggest connection you can make is the connection to yourself, your soul. Love yourself so deeply that the love just oozes out of you. There's power in that. And if you have any area of unforgiveness, start to rewire that as well. Forgive yourself for, being weak, and then forgive all of those who you feel have a story, and then rewrite that story, whether they're alive or not, whether they're able to even participate or not. The person doesn't have to participate for you to be able to rewrite the story. So anyway, it's Mama Heart, and my love acronym is LOVE. Listen, be open, be vulnerable, and expect change, and there's power in that. So it's Mama Heart. Much love to you.